regular session of the Senate in the 19th Congress of the Philippines. It is hereby called to order.
Senate President Francis Cheese G. Escudero vowed to prioritize measures that benefit the Filipino people as he led the opening of the third regular session of the 19th Congress. In his speech, Senate President Escudero said the upper chamber will veer from divisive proposals and prioritize bills that Filipinos truly need.
Our people are overworked, underpaid, and overburdened. A comfortable life has clearly eluded them for generations. Their dreams and struggles, more than any policy paper, should provide what our legislative agenda should contain and should inspire us to work harder towards this end. I say that it is time to reframe our work and pivot to laws that will make the life of the Filipino easier.
All 23 senators were present during the opening of the third regular session. Former senators, together with some cabinet members, the diplomatic corps, witnessed the ceremonial opening that lasted for 30 minutes. Spouses and other family members of the senators were also present to witness the session's commencement. After the opening of the Senate session, the senators proceeded to the Batasang Pambansa to witness the third State of the Nation address of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero and House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez called the joint session to order. The President's SONA garnered positive reaction from members of the Senate, specifically on his declaration to ban Philippine offshore gaming operations in the country and his stance on the West Philippine Sea. In a unanimous vote, the Senate passed on third and final reading Senate Bill number 2457. The bill, sponsored by Senator Win Gatchalian, seeks to discontinue the use of mother tongue as a medium of instruction from kindergarten to the first 3 years of elementary education. The bill retains the use of the mother tongue in monolingual classes. During the session, Senator Joseph Victor J.V. Ejercito was elected Deputy Majority Leader and Senators Christopher Lawrence Bongo and Mark Villar were elected chairpersons of the Committee on Youth and the Committee on Games and Amusement, respectively. Transportation leaders air their grievances on the ongoing implementation of the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, or PUVMP, of the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, to the senators. During the public hearing, Committee on Public Services Chairperson Rafi Tulfo stressed that the PUV operators and drivers should also have a say in the LTFRB's route rationalization plan. Tulfo urged the Executive Department to reconsider its deadline for PUV franchise consolidation. Meanwhile, Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero, a longtime critic of the program, expressed his full support for the adoption of a resolution calling for the temporary suspension of the PUVMP. The senators have joined relief efforts for Filipinos devastated by the onslaught of monsoon rains intensified by Super Typhoon Karina. In Marikina, which was one of the cities greatly affected by severe flooding, the Senate Spouses Foundation Incorporated, led by its president Heart Evangelista Escudero and Catherina U. Pimentel, distributed relief packages in evacuation centers. Ms. Nancy De La Rosa and Department of Social Welfare and Development USEC Emeline Aglipay Villar also joined the relief operation. Meanwhile, Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero earlier said the Senate would conduct a thorough investigation into the government's multi-billion peso flood control projects in light of the severe flooding.